How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Prime Energon, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Sunstreaker from Transformers the movie. Now, this is a redo of Sunstreaker from the old Earthrise Sunstreaker, and obviously the dramatic capture one, I believe, or there was like a 5-pack of them that came all together. This is essentially that same version. It might be a little different. I don't have that version. I do have the Earthrise version though, and while that's a fantastic figure, I hate the paint job. Here is this one, and let me tell you that the paint job is a lot better. So thank you guys for joining me here on the channel. If you're new to Prime Energon, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So let's get started. So taking a look at the packaging for Sunstreaker here, typical artwork from Studio Series. You get a nice shot of Sunstreaker in his alt mode, robot mode, and car mode. Studio Series, Transformers the movie, Sunstreaker, Transforms in 15 steps. Up top you get Transformers the movie, Sunstreaker. Going on over this side, he is a deluxe class. Artwork wraps around that side. This side you do have some artwork of Sunstreaker with a little badging on there in case you want to stack your boxes. And then going on over the back, you get a nice screenshot of Sunstreaker. You get the Dinobots up there in the background, and in robot mode and in car mode. And you get a little description. Sunstreaker is a skilled frontline warrior for the Autobots. Very simplistic for the packaging. So, closer look on Sunstreaker. Okay, so this paint job is a lot better than the Earthrise. Now, this color of yellow on here, which can't really tell as far as, let's go ahead and go different lighting right there. So this yellow right here, I don't know why I want to say orange, is a little bit more of a cheese color. So not as bright as other versions, but it is more of a cheddar cheese type yellow. So just in case that's not coming off quite well on the camera, just letting you know it is a cheesy, American slice of cheese type color for the Sunstreaker. But taking a closer look at the head sculpt, looks freaking fantastic. Love this version. The little yellow on his side fins of his ears. Nice paint job on the face with some little blue eyes in there. No light piping, but still you get some nice detail on there. You get Autobot insignia front and center with some nice blue paint for the windows on his chest. And like I said, the paint or the plastic is all the same color. No paint, just like the Earthrise version, which we'll take a look now. You do get some nice gray right here on the front of his shoulders, which I'm afraid of because it might be chipping or it might be easier to chip off. There's like a little piece down in there, if you could see it. But yeah, the paint on here, I think it'll be okay, but some of it is a little bit, scuffy on there. So taking a look at the arms, you get some nice silver right here for the forearm. And then going on over here to the side, it's going to be gray plastic with this silver painted over the gray. And then the wrists are going to be regular yellow plastic. So a lot of yellow plastic on here, which is good, which means everything is going to match on Sunstreaker. The only yellow that's not quite matching is the yellow they got on the front of his legs right here, which is just a little bit, but still they could have added a little bit more paint on there, but that's the only yellow that sticks out to me. Other than that, looks fantastic. Checking out the feet. Get some nice paint right here, some gray for the front of the car, and some like little opaque white for the headlights. And then you also do get the regular headlights on here at the bottom for his alt mode. And then checking out the backpack, cleans up quite nicely. And then you do have these blasters over here, which is the only thing we got. We should have gotten a gun for Sunstreaker, which we did not. They give you this. And let me say that also the chest does not like to stay in on this version. It's very loose. Just throwing it out there for his chest. But yeah, this is what you're supposed to do with these. And they should have just given him a blaster. Like seriously, I've been using this blaster for my other Sunstreaker. Now it's going for this guy right here. This is just a random blaster. But yeah, keep these on the back. and then you could have him have a normal blaster. And another thing is that all of this is painted as well, so I am concerned about putting this on and moving it around on the back because it might scratch off this paint, but hopefully it's okay. And then back of the legs again cleans up quite nicely. And there you go. So as far as articulation goes for SUNSTREAKER, the head is on a ball joint. Let's see. Can look down and up. You do get this hinge on there, which can give you a little bit more range. You get some nice side-to-side movement, and the head can go all the way around. The arms can go all the way out. They do hit him on the face. If you move these down a little bit, you get that much motion. Arms can go all the way around as well. You do get some upper bicep rotation. About 90-degree bend at the bicep, no wrist rotations. You get a unhindered waist. Legs can kick front, they can kick back, and they could do the full splits with some thigh rotation as well. And you get about 90-degree bend at the knee. And you also do get a lot of ankle tiltage for SUNSTREAKER. The feet could also move down and a little bit up as well for his feet. So as far as comparisons to other SUNSTREAKERs, so here we go for the Earthrise SUNSTREAKER, and look at the difference in the coloration. Like, come on, this is a lot better. And look at the two-tone yellow for the chest, just looks out of place. Only reason I got this guy is because he was clearanced at Target, I believe. So I had to pick him up for like $16, so why the hell not? And taking a look at the differences in the faces as well, you get a little bit of a different face. His chin is going to be painted over here on this side, while over here it's not. And of course, that coloration of that yellow and the plastic is different as well. You get more of a lighter, darker gray over here, while over here you get more of a blacker color. And then taking a look at the chest again with that yellow, looking really, really bad, and the arms as well. They sort of did the opposite. They painted the arms silver instead of the old yellow, which I think I like the best. The rims are going to be exactly the same, it looks like it. And then taking a look at the crotch, exactly the same, just different colorations. And then taking a look at the legs, are done a little bit differently. I think they are done a little bit differently. So these are a solid cast, while these are a more of a see-through cutout of the legs. And of course, you do get some yellow over here, while these are just all painted black or in that darker plastic. But there you go for that. Almost the same. And then taking a look at the toesies. Again, a little bit of a difference. And then we're going to go ahead and check these out in car mode as well. And here we go for the Transformers concept art from Bumblebee, the movie SUNSTREAKER. A little bit of a smaller figure. Again, deluxe class, but still concept art. And yeah, I really do like this guy. Again, did not come with a blaster, but here you go for comparisons with that noggin. Very, very, I do like the Travis Knight versions of these Transformers. He looks pretty good in my opinion. But there you go for that as far as the size goes. So going on over to transformation for SUNSTREAKER, pretty simple to transform. So you're pretty much going to open up his chest, flick his head in, and then you're going to want to rotate at the waist, bring this down, and then rotate. You got 2 points of articulation. You get this upper one, and then you get the lower one for his hips. And then you're going to rotate this around all the way until the front is facing the back. And then there you go for that. Now for the arms, you're going to pretty much knock the wrist in. Just like so. You're going to rotate the arms all the way around to where they're facing up. And then bring them in. As you can see, they're going to fall right into this little area right here. And then you're going to rotate at the bicep inward. And then bring these down. And then everything will start to come together. You get some little tabs right here. They're going to go right into the arms. So just go ahead and line that up. And bring the arms in. and they will tab into place just like so. Now going on over to the feet, we're going to go ahead and extend the foot out, and all of this will accordion just like so. Put the heel up, bring the toesies in and bring them in, and then now we can go ahead and disengage at the leg. Just sort of bring them in and then knock this down. Do the same thing on the other side. Disengage, knock it down, bring it in, and then now we could start putting everything together just like that. Everything will just start to tab in to itself, and then bring the roof of the car down. And there you go for transformation for Sunstreaker. Pretty easy to transform. And then here is that part that I was talking about. The disc goes up here, which is a little scary just because of all that paint, but it actually looks good. But still, we do not get a spoiler. Sad, but we do not get a spoiler. So taking a look at the details over here, love the coloration with this baby blue windows. It looks a lot better than the Earthrise in my opinion. And then you get some nice Autobot insignia right here in the front. Some nice silver for the front headlights. Looks good. And then this whole front piece right here is going to be painted out of a, looks like a charcoal gray, not quite a black. And then taking a look at the wheels. Look really, really nice. Taking a look at the top again. Two Autobot insignias, one for the chest, one for the feet. And then taking a look at the rear. Again, cleans up quite nicely. Taking a look at the bottom. Again, cleans up quite nicely. Wheels are pinned on, so he rolls around pretty nicely for Sunstreaker. So yeah, very, very nice. Love the new coloration. It looks phenomenal. Alright, so here we go for our comparisons between all the Sunstreakers. So here we go for the Earthrise Sunstreaker. And as you can see with that yellow, it's just horrible with that. Trying to match the paint for the plastic. It just looks really, really unsightly. This version just looks a lot more cohesive with that color and looks really, really good. I actually prefer the baby blue windows on the new version compared to the old school Earthrise transparent. I do like the detail behind it, but this just looks a lot better. And you can see right here, checking out the front, done differently, a little bit more paint on that front bumper. And then you also do get that insignia over here on the new version compared to the old version. You just got it up top. So I definitely like that a little bit better. And then checking out the sides again, exact same wheels on there with different coloration. These are a little bit more gray. These are more black. And then checking out the back over here, I definitely like the silver on the back compared to that awful yellow on there, which just looks a little bit better. Still no spoiler on either one of them. And then checking out that silver, about the same, maybe a little bit darker over here on the new version of Sunstreaker. And then here we go for the Bumblebee concept art Sunstreaker. Again, really, really cool version. I do like this version a lot. And even they could not get the coloration of that yellow to quite match perfectly, but it still did a lot better job than this version did. So yeah, looking pretty cool. For comparisons, there you go. More of a Cybertronian vehicle over here compared to the new Sunstreaker. But there you go. An idea of how those look together. So I am glad that I do have all three of these versions of Sunstreaker. It is pretty cool having them. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And I will see you next time here on Prime Energon. Peace.